I first got interested in the idea of going to Mars when I was 3 years old.
And liftoff. Liftoff.
She wants to be the first or one of the first.
She's a regular kid with a dream that she's willing to pursue.
Spaceflight is very risky business. You have to take it serious, or you will die.
If the option was to go to Mars and never come back, I would still want to go and be a part of the mission.
When I was younger, I remember Alyssa coming to me and asking me, had human beings ever been to Mars? And I explained to her that, we'd been to the moon, but not Mars, but it would be her generation to become the Mars generation and go to Mars.
This would be something really cool. I mean, go into space and then land on other planets.
Little did I know that I would be raising a child that I'm supporting to leave this planet.
I do everything that every other normal kid does, except on the side, I'm training to become an astronaut and go to Mars.
Kids are always told, you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be. Alyssa has heard that, but she has accepted that I'm going to have to work really, really hard to get to where I want to be.
She's the youngest to ever graduate from Advanced Space Academy, was the first person to complete all NASA space camps in the world. Got her rocket license before getting her driver's permit.
Currently, I have my basic certification, and I'm working on my advanced.
She's doing the International Baccalaureate, so she's doing college-level classes in 10th grade.
Multilingual education, so she's taking her classes in 4 languages, English, French, Spanish, Chinese.
She's got the right mental attitude. She's doing everything that she can physically here on Earth to prepare herself for that journey to Mars.
I don't think there's anything specifically that kind of makes it easier for me or makes it something that others can't do. It's just something that I've kind of really focused myself on what I want to accomplish.
By the mid-2030s, I believe we can send humans to orbit Mars and return them safely to Earth.
Going to Mars is absolutely essential for continuing of the human species as a whole.
It is very important that we keep exploring because it has already been said planet species will become extinct. Just going to Mars is that first baby step in showing people that we can move on from planet Earth, which is kind of like our little cradle now.
We're destroying our own planet. If we don't continue to explore, we could end up not having a planet to live on.
So even though there are a lot of risk in going to Mars, I believe that the rewards are so much greater. Yeah, space is a dangerous place. There's so much that I'm giving up for it, but at the end of the day, there's so much good that can come from this mission. The big plans for Mars is eventually terraforming it, change Mars to kind of become like another Earth, to have a second home for humans to live on.
That's checkmate. Booyah! There are companies that want to send one way and colonize Mars, and then there are people like NASA and ESA that are working together that want to have a return trip. So I still have to look at it as a father that I'll have my child for 20 more years, and then I may not ever see her again. And that's hard. But for what she's wanting to do, I have to support her. I have to let her go. It's bigger than the two of us.
We know that the next 20 years together is going to be important because we know for sure that those are 20 years that we can spend together. Obviously, it's not the best thing to be telling your daughter to go on a mission to Mars and leave the planet, but I still know that he supports me anyway.
Every time Alyssa talks about having to go to space and how she can't get married and how she can't have kids, it makes me sad because I'm saying, oh, she's gonna leave me one day. But then I remember, we might as well live now, and when the future comes, we'll be able to accept it because we didn't waste time.
It's cool.
There are a multitude of challenges to become an astronaut. You have to have the right mental attitude, you have the right health, you have to have the right skills. Last year we put out a call for the next cadre of astronauts. We had thousands apply, and we're accepting less than 10.
The biggest challenge for Alyssa is just trying to get everything done that she wants to have for her unique resume.
Specifically for the Mars mission, I would say that they're even more precise about who they want for that mission. So thinking about all that motivates me to put in the hard work now that I know to build up kind of a good resume that helps from others when I do apply.
The opportunity to be one of the youngest people that's ever ventured into space, to be a trailblazer, a pioneer, I think this is everything she's always wanted to do.
Just recently was accepted to Possum Academy. She's the youngest person ever to be accepted to that program.
Basically everyone who's ever gone to this program either has a college degree, either has a master's, either has a PhD, or is working on any of those. So they're all a lot older than I am. What Possum Academy is, they are preparing people for spaceflight. I will actually be certified to go to space.
I think it's really significant that Alyssa is a girl who has this huge dream to make it to Mars. She is someone that girls can look up to and say, hey, look at what she did. Look at what this girl did who was the same as me once.
So it is important to inspire kids and also adults. You can't let anyone take you. No matter how crazy it might sound, follow that through and never give up on your dream.
The 2033 mission that they've always talked to us about, that's when the sun is going to have the least amount of radiation going. That's when Mars is going to be the closest that it's been in thousands of years. That's when they'll have the technology. Was a few years older, a few years younger, it may not be working out, but the way doors have opened for her, it is definitely destiny working its hand that this kid is meant to go to Mars.
And liftoff.
There is a cryo tank with a backup CW.
Looking for the Freon pump loop switch. Switch to the Bravo position.
The odds are pretty narrow, but the bottom line is, how can you set yourself apart from everybody else? I'm gonna tell you, everything she's done will set her apart.
I'm Alyssa Carson, I'm 15, and I'm going to Mars. Going to Mars and kind of exploration is critical to the survival of humans because it's already been said that a single planet species will become extinct, and eventually, as the solar system dies out, then we would go with it.
Alyssa, you about ready?
Yeah, I'm bringing an extra shirt.
Okay.
In case they don't have a wetsuit.
Okay, you got a towel. Are you gonna bring 2 towels? Or one? Just one? It's amazing how much stuff you have to have. We're very close because I'm a single dad and she's my only child, and so we've become this great team to get all this stuff accomplished.
I first got interested in wanting to go to space around when I was 3 years old.
She attended space camp at 8, and it was her first time, and she won the Right Stuff Award. And I thought to myself, if all of these experts are looking at this child and the very first time she wins the Right Stuff Award, then they see something in her. And I just thought to myself, my kid's going to Mars. I'm continuing passion that has not faded at all. And she just goes at everything 110% when it comes to this mission. And I just don't see how she does it, but she does. And it's amazing to watch her work.
Keep a look out that way and take a big giant step. Big giant step.
I have gone to all the official NASA space camps. Also, I have gotten my advanced scuba certification. Currently working on my pilot's license, and I was the youngest to be accepted and graduate from Advanced Possum Academy in Daytona Beach, Florida. I would like to go to Cambridge in the UK for my undergrad, and then for my master's, I would like to go to International Space University in Strasbourg, France, and then I'd finish off at MIT majoring in astrobiology.
Please help me welcome Miss Alyssa Carson.
This We're kind of the generation that's going to be working towards that mission to Mars. It's all about finding things like Starbase, like this, to chest, and seeing what else you can do. So really just follow your dreams. Any questions over here? Yeah.
Can you say hi, my name is Alyssa Carson, and the languages?
And all 4 languages. Okay, it was Alyssa Carson. French, bonjour, je m'appelle Alyssa Carson. Spanish, hola, me llamo Alyssa Carson. And Chinese, ni hao, 我的名字是 Alicia. Yeah.
Why do you want to go to Mars?
I think it would widen people's minds and show them there's so much more out there than our little area that we have here on Earth.
Yeah, I'm good.
When I land on Mars, it will be the beginning of humankind as a multiplanetary species. That's why I've always wanted to focus on astrobiology, geology, biology, and just learning more about the soil, the water. We can basically create another Earth from Mars.
Most astronauts that are selected have gone and gotten their PhD already, and they've usually got 2 or 3 years of experience. So they're anywhere from 28 to 30 years old when they get selected. Even after they're selected, it's 5, 6, 7 years worth of training. So most of the astronauts are in their late 30s to early 40s before they ever fly for the first time. It appears to me that Alyssa is right on that path.
And did you notice the color of iron sulfate?
It's reddish.
Yeah, what does it make you think of?
Looks like iron. Mars.
To be able to go to Mars, you're going to have to be able, not only, you're going to have to be resourceful, you're going to have the ability to live alone and by yourself for long periods of time. There's those intangibles that just come from being on a 2-year journey going to another planet. It's hard for me to even imagine.
As this thing gets further, Alyssa realizes that she will have to make the sacrifice of not having a family, because when you're that far away, you don't want to worry about what's going on with your husband or your children, because those kind of things will play mind tricks on you.
Right now, there are different plans for going to Mars. One idea is based off of Mars 1 and then other